So today is February the 9th, and I have something interesting that I want to do. What was that? I saw somewhere online where somebody wrote a letter to their self asking their future self specific questions. So she had about 10 or more questions that she asked herself. So for example, are you married? Are you dating? How many places did you travel to, or did you get to specific place that she had set out to go to? She does a reading retreat, how the reading retreat was. There's a whole bunch of, she bought a house, bought a car, stuff like that. So there was a whole bunch of things that she asked her future self. And a year later, she opened up that letter to herself with the questions and answered it. So as soon as I started watching it, I thought, this is a great project. This is a great thing to do. Why I first thought, I don't know if I want to see the answers in a year's time, because what if I fail? But I'm determined to try, and at least if I try, I can just be a little bit better than I am today. A little bit better than I am this year. So any change is a good change. Any change in the right direction is a good, positive change. You have to allow yourself to know that you may not accomplish everything that you set out to do in those questions that you asked, but anything that moved in a positive direction is a good change. And it'd be interesting and fun to see how you've grown, how you have changed, what new things have happened, because the world is changing. Things change. Things that are beyond your control, you can't help it. And those are things you can answer when the time comes. But for now, just concentrate on those list of things. Not fully concentrate, but just concentrate on the things that you want to see yourself do. Like, I want to see myself grow here on YouTube and other spaces. My business flourish, online or physical business flourish. There's a whole bunch of things. So I'm going to write a letter to myself asking me these questions. In a year's time, I'm going to answer these questions, and I'm going to be happy about it. I'm going to be joyful. I'm going to be grateful for any positive change that has come. In the past year, almost a year, or the past year, I could say that I've seen testimony about how if you're determined, if you pray, if you have a good support system, there's a good circle around you, things that may go bad or not in the direction you want to go can turn around with determination and fight. I've seen it with my children, and I've seen it with myself. Just keep pushing. Some days are hard, but you got to push through. So I've seen that. Like, what if we didn't do this last year? We wouldn't be here today. And as well, a few years ago, my friend, really close friend of mine, she journaled. I think she was seeing somebody, like a counselor, and she journaled some specific things. And she said, I don't know how many years later, probably might have been a year or a couple of years later, she read her journal, and she said, I have changed so much. I didn't think I made this change, but I am a different person. The way I handle things, just different things that were was happening to her had changed, and the way she responded to, I believe, had changed. So she noticed from what she was writing down to a couple of years later. I'm sure it was even a couple of years later, she had noticed a positive change in herself. So when I video of the lady who wrote the question to herself and answered those questions a year later, I instantly, those are the two things I instantly thought of. My home situation with my daughter, more specifically with my daughter, and then with my close friend. And I would love to see what my answers will be in a year's time. So I challenge you to do the same. Write a letter, ask some questions to your future self, and 1 year later, meet me here and we'll answer them together. So I will see you for this reason next year. Take care, everybody.